Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you see this message. It's Lovely YG, your friendly tarot reader, here to read for you. How you doing? It's been, I don't know, a couple days or whatever since my last reading. Trying to get more consistent with it. Like, my YouTube page has been up for almost 2 years now, and when I was doing my podcast on, was it Spotify, I think? And iHeartRadio, I was busting them out like daily because I'm not gonna lie to you, it's easier to just talk to the phone than talk to the camera on the phone. But that's just me. I don't know. I developed stage fright after third grade for some reason. Before that, I used to be the kid they had do the Martin Luther King speech every year, and was in Push Excel, and nerd galore. Anytime they could hand me a microphone, I was there for it. Or teacher's assistant. I'm just saying, your girl was not shy. And now I'm just like, I just prefer the voice thing, but I also know that I want to connect with my collective, and it's easier to do so when you guys can see who the message is coming from. More so, I believe, than actually seeing the cards, because I mean, it's my intuition I'm sharing with you guys, and you can take it or leave it. So, yeah, I think it's important to connect, and for you guys to see me and for me to see you. And usually when I'm not tired and my eyes are swollen because I haven't been asleep in a day, I got onto a new project last night and just got caught up. But anyways, so before while I was setting up, right, um, Alicia Keys' "Unthinkable" started playing in my head, right, and so I looked it up, and that song came out 15 years ago. So what were you doing 15 years ago? Who were you dealing with? What interactions were you in? Because that's going to come into play. Confirmation. It's going to come into play very soon in your life. So, if you were talking to somebody, you were dealing with somebody, you were in a connection, living with someone, whatever that connection was, or connections, it could be several. You are going to be either revisited by these people, you're going to hear from these people somehow, some way. You're going to be connected to people from the past, and it's going to be up to you to decide whether or not you're going to continue engaging with these past people due to however you left off with them, or whatever your intuition and spirit's telling you. Because some of these people coming back mean you no harm. They just were not meant to be in your life during a certain season. And now it's a new season, new day. So I just got this song we used to sing at church in my head. My god uncle, I don't know if he wrote it or he's the one who brought it to our church, and that's how we all learned it. So he was our minister of music. But the song is it's not even a song. It's just it's a verse and a chorus. But the words are, it's a new season, it's a new day. Fresh anointing is coming my way. It's a season of power and prosperity. It's a new season coming for me, right? So 15 years ago, unthinkable. Someone either wanted to do the unthinkable with you 15 years ago, or they want to do it now. This person may have, especially if it was a relationship connection, this person may have not allowed the connection to get past a certain point. And now they want to come back in and reignite the flame and then go further into the connection. And you're a different person now. You are no longer that person. You haven't been that person since God knows how long. And you became a different person before you became the person you are now. Like, you have gone through some changes. You have elevated, you've leveled up, you have grown out of stagnancy, and you are coming into this place in your life where change has to happen. And the enemy, the world, negative energy, whatever you want to call it, is trying to stop your forward momentum. And to do that, the easiest way is to bring in people who know you from the past, who can trigger you. for good or bad. Like, someone can come in and there was nothing bad going on in the past, right? But right now they're like a diabolical person. So them coming back into your life now would be the worst thing that could ever possibly happen, because they'll actually do something detrimental to you. Versus them in the past, they might have been as nice as kittens and bunnies and bumblebees. Bumblebees don't sting. It's not the bumblebees, they're the fat ones. They don't sting. It's the babies. The tiny ones. The teeny tiny ones. I know they have a name too, but I just know there's the big booty ones, and then the little ones, and then wasps and hornets. I can't remember the little ones' names, and I'm sorry. And now I'm on a mental tangent, and I'm trying to like pull brain matter to figure it out. Where was I? 15 years ago, person coming back in your energy right now. You might even have past friends. Like, I was so close to some of my friends that like I would be their email recovery person. So like if they got locked out of their email, I'd get a notice saying they're locked out of their email. So I text them like, hey, your password is da 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 da, or help them go through the recovery process. That happened at like 3 o'clock this morning. One of my best friends for like almost a decade, we stopped talking, we just moved, separated. I saw her at my daughter's graduation, and I haven't seen her since. It popped up that she has been trying to get into her email, and I looked at it, and I felt something in my heart, that, and then I wonder how she's doing, and I miss her. But I don't miss her enough to go back to that relationship, because I don't know who she is now, and she doesn't know who I am now. So it'd be a completely new friendship. And I'm choosing not to have relationships where I am giving more emotionally. Regardless of how much someone is giving physically, if I'm giving more emotionally, I can't do that. It's actually detrimental to my health. And I loved this friend, and it broke my heart when we started like drifting, and I seen the drift and I tried to fix it, and I didn't see it being reciprocated. So when it continued to happen, I just let it go. So you might have connections where nothing bad was happening. It just wasn't enough. You weren't receiving what you needed in the connection to keep on flourishing. Sinead Hartnett's is playing in the background. That's a song she does with Grades, If You Just Let Me. So whoever is coming in just wants an opportunity to talk, an opportunity to hang out again. If you smoke, an opportunity to smoke with you, like this individual or individuals, because it could be several people. I see an individual person, and I see a group of past people coming in like slow waves, like one person and then 2 people and then 3, and then like next thing you know, like 10 people from your past and popped up in the last 6 months, like that kind of energy. Like, so you can have people finding you on any platforms you're on, running into them in the store, driving next to them on the street. I had that happen once. Like, you will see them, and then your brain obviously is going to go through its process of remembering, and then you need to evaluate where you are emotionally after that. Like, did that make you feel sad? Did it make you feel despondent? Did it make you reminisce in a way that you want to rekindle? Or did it make you just say, those were nice memories, but it's the past, and today's a different day? And that's how it was with the friend. Like, I was like, ooh, I could reach out. Like, I'm pretty certain I could figure it out. I may not have her new number now, but I'm sure I could find it. Kind of energy. But I was just like, no. No. I want to pursue relationships that are reciprocal. So I'm being pursued as well, friendship or otherwise. I don't want to be the only one at 3 o'clock in the morning checking in on you. Check in on me at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm probably up. All right, I'm about to pull some cards, because what are we doing here? We're trying to find out what's going on. And I'm thinking about doing, if not signs, element readings. So like, you know, water, fire, earth, air. So you guys can get a little bit difference. And my 21-year-old wants me to do some pick-a cards because she thinks I make them fun. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out my niche for YouTube. Like, I know what I'm doing on my blog. I know what I'm doing on Facebook. I know what I'm doing on Instagram and Threads. I know what I'm doing on OK and New Note and Noted and, you know, all the different writing platforms. I know because I'm a writer. But talking, every day I gotta come up with something. And that's why I don't do many videos, because it's like I can let spirit go where spirit goes, but I want my messages to connect more. And I know that I have such a broad astrology groupings. You know, I've got the Druid and the Celtic and the African and the Chinese and the North American, Native American, First Peoples. I'm trying to cover as much as I can, and the more I learn about other religions, I will incorporate their gods and deities into the readings as well, because the messages need to be for whoever they're for, and I want people to receive them. It's not a matter of, well, I'm talking for God, or, you know, I'm speaking for the universe. No, I'm speaking for you. I'm trying to be your conduit, your voice. And so in order to do that, I need to be able to translate many different energies outside of us humans. Like, I need to be able to interpret the other spiritual energies. Like, I know I'm not going to only be talking to Black women. I'm not only going to be talking to Jamaican women. I'm not going to only be talking to Jamaican women who happen to have Portuguese or Italian in them. I'm not going to... I'm talking about me. I'm not full Black. But you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not talking to a very small selective group of people. I'm trying to speak to as many people as possible. You know, I want the guy down the street to be able to hear me and be like, oh my gosh, you know what? She may have said she a couple of times, but I felt that because I have a divine feminine in me too. Or, you know, a they them's like, you know what? I so resonate with that. I feel seen. And that's the goal. That's the only goal. Folded by Kehlani is playing now. Miss Ma'am's CD, this last CD is it hit hard for me emotionally. She's got a couple songs on there that are just like, I feel you, sis. I so feel you. And this song apparently ties into the reading because the very first card out says, I won't grow up for me. Why would I grow up for you? So it... Sorry. So this is someone who was around 15 years ago who's still around today. This person hasn't left. This is someone who has not left your energy. I don't know how it correlates yet. Let's get there together, okay? But this person, the person this reading is about, is not who is coming back from 15 years ago. That is a different energy. This particular person is in your energy right now. They fear you finding out they are a fraud. And the first thing that popped in my head as soon as I saw fraud was they're down low. But they might not be down low. They might be bisexual and not have accepted that part of themselves. And so that's why it's on the DL. Not because they are closeted, but because they are not comfortable admitting that they enjoy every flavor. They don't see it as being cool, which at this day and age is like, well, I mean, it's your life. You're the one who's living it at the end of the day. You're the one who's going to close your door and lock it at night and go to sleep. So whoever's in your house would be the only ones who's going to have to truly deal with it. Everyone wants to see you, and it's just a minuscule amount of time that they spend with you. That's not It doesn't affect them. It affects you and the people that you have around you. You know what I'm saying? So this person feels like you're rushing them to step up, make a decision. Probably because of all the people coming from the past is about to show back up. This person's like, oh, hold up, wait a minute. You're my person. I thought you knew this. I could have sworn like we knew this. And you're like, closed mouths don't get fed. I can't know something if no one told me it. And they're like, but you know the energy. And you're like, the energy's nice. You still haven't said anything. So I'm still living my life acting like I don't know better because, well, you haven't said anything. And they're like, no, but I've shown you. And you're like, yes, you have. But you still haven't said the words. I need the words. At least you know that this person isn't physically abusive to you. They might be toxic, but they're not abusive. I don't know how much of a relief that is to you. But at least if you felt like they didn't want you, didn't want to have a connection with you, didn't see a future with you, they do. But here's the skinny. They see the future with you, but not as their partner, as their person. So someone they can come to when they are down and out, when they need a friend or need some affection, but not as an everyday situation. No, you're just the band-aid. You're the medicine. You're not the everyday, because it's like, say, you eat your favorite food, sushi. I love sushi, and it's not my normal everyday staple, right? So I like it as a treat. If I started to eat it every day, it would no longer be a treat. It become part of my everyday meal, and that's what you are to this person. You are a treat, and they want to continue to be treated because they deserve to be treated, regardless if they're married or in a relationship or burnt beyond all recognition. Got her for syphilis ×3. They got the clap, the snapback, and the roller down the street. This person thinks they're being crafty, though, coming towards you in the way that they're doing it, like slick words, poems, raps, drawing you pictures, all the cutesy little things that you wanted them to do at the beginning of your relationship that they refuse to do because, it's too hard for that, too mature, too grown, whatever the excuse was. But they see now that they should have been doing this the whole time. I'm hearing Bruno Mars's no, now I'm hearing Miley Cyrus's rebuttal song. But yeah, I should have bought you flowers. I should have took you dancing. I should have took you out on little cutesy dates. We should have walked in the rain. I should have held your hand more. I should have rubbed your head. I should have gave you a massage. All the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. And it's like, why didn't I see this before? Why was I so stubborn, so determined to push you away and, be negligent to our relationship and to, I don't hear, I see them smirking. You say, I love you. I see them like giving you calculated looks out of the side of their eye, like you can't see it. And it's like that mischievous bully. So like they were calculating their behavior and how it was affecting you the whole time. They knew when they had you almost at the breaking point, and that's when they'd come in and do something nice. Like, this person set you up to knock you down. You were their pins, and their emotional abuse was a bowling ball. This person has been playing the victim, and they know they no longer can do that. You are not going to allow it. You're not going to baby them through your abuse. You're not going to protect them while they hurt you. This person may be talking to their mother about you, and I don't think this woman likes you. I don't. Whether you're taking control of their child, or you have their child emotional, or their child is spending money on you and not whatever dumb, jealous, narcissistic, emotionally incestuous situation it is. Yeah, I said it. A lot of you mamas be trying to sit there and husband your sons and wonder why he's got detrimental relationships and can't keep a girlfriend for the life of him, and why you ain't got no man. Because when a man comes around, you letting your son talk to him like he's crazy, and when your son's girlfriends is coming around, you sitting there sabotaging. Yeah, I said it. This person wants to level up with you, and that's the issue. Their mother feels like you're going to take them away, and if you take them away, the control is gone, the rope is snapped, the belt loop leash is gone. I don't know why I'm having such issues talking today. I don't know, like, throat chakra's feeling fine. Actually, it feels very open right now. As I say it now, I've got a frog in my throat. Y'all are funny. It's alright. The messages are still going to come out, whether I speak it, type it, and yeah, I've gotten bit on my fingers, swollen hands, the 9. Did I just hear my child? I'm back. I think I'm recording. I am. Okay. I can't see. I haven't had glasses for like 3 years. Yeah, so mom doesn't want you taking her baby. Ooh. You might be getting text messages from someone's number, and it's not them. Their ex might be catfishing you, or you might be getting like random phone calls and hangups, or yeah, you get calls and hangups, or you're getting weird texts that don't sound like your person. Yeah, it's the ex, and I think you're gonna end up hurting their feelings. I just feel like you're gonna end up hurting their feelings, and I don't even think you're gonna be doing it on purpose, because you're gonna respond like it's your person, and you're gonna say something that you would say to your person, and this person's gonna be like, oh, for real? It's like that? Oh, yeah, all that nonsense. When this present person returns again, when the present person returns again, please take your time in allowing them back into your energy, because this person has made you cry. This person has put you in a despondent stage. This person has affected you in ways that you did not protect yourself from. Like, this person can get to you. They're a soulmate, good or bad. They're still a soulmate, and so they have a connection. There's a kismet there that you guys just good or bad. Like, you could want to run this person over, but you're gonna be crying while you do it. That kind of why are you making me kill you? Like, you know. This person this person is not stalking you. I want you to know that. They're just checking on you. Okay. Kehlani and Cardi B Safe. Oh my gosh, first time I heard that is like maybe 10 minutes after it dropped. I don't know how I happen to be on YouTube at the moment the video dropped. Right? I watched the video. I might cry. So the song is talking about how, yeah, I'm gonna cry. The song is talking about how Cardi just wants a healthy, safe relationship where she can be herself and communicate and be heard, and her person can communicate and hear her back, right? But the video this heifer obviously is pregnant, right? So it's like a love story. She meets the guy, gets pregnant, they're having a baby. She dies at the end of the video. But she dies because her person is not willing to let go of his life outside of her to make sure that her and their baby are safe. So you might have somebody who's out there in the streets selling drugs, being in the gangs, in and out of jail, and as happy as they made you, as loved and as seen as you felt, they wouldn't let go of that life, and that life kept taking them away from you for very long periods of time. And then it'd come back and you try to reconnect and fix it, and every time it's just harder, not because you don't love them, but because the abandonment feeling, because they keep choosing, because that's a choice, to go back out there instead of choosing to try and be like they're not even giving it a chance. And so this person wants to talk and reminisce about the past. And I don't think they understand that, yes, there were good memories, but because of the long spaces of time where you guys were together, all you have are the bad memories. The good ones are gone. They're very vague, like kindergarten memories. I remember 4 things from kindergarten and that's it. Like, obviously I don't remember every day, but like this person, they have a Rolodex in their head of day after day with you, because your good times with them were what got them through their bad times while they were by themselves. While for you, those good times with them hurt you so bad that you did not want to dwell on them during the bad times. And your person doesn't understand that. They're like, okay, if you miss me, say something. You're like, no, I missed you so much that it was hurting me, so I needed to step away so I didn't feel that hurt anymore. Or things were going on that I didn't want to deal with, so I had to step back and walk away because I did not want to end up in a different position, mental space, like whatever. And so they want an opportunity. And the 15 years ago past person, someone you slept with, they're coming in. No, not someone you slept with. Someone's got a crush on you. Someone's got a crush on you. I heard doppelganger. So they might look like somebody that you know, but this person's like the better version, the grade A version. It's like, you know how you get a celebrity and then the celebrity lookalike who's like a normal Joe on the street? That's how this is. But the normal Joe on the street is the person you've been dealing with, the person who keeps hurting you and causing trauma and toxic bonding. That's not the word I'm looking for, but that's what we're going to go with right now. Codependency. Bam! Codependent relationship with you. That person is not who I'm talking about. There's someone who looks like them, but is better. That person's eyeballing you. They're from the past. But your present person who you need to separate and heal and walk away from, that person, they feel that you are all they need, and you're like, I need more. And that's not saying anything disparaging about them. It's just people grow, and sometimes people grow apart. It doesn't change the love, just change the way it's shown, the way it's shared. And God, it sucks because you want this person, but you don't. Like, this person was probably your ideal. Like, this is the kind of person I want to end up with. And you got it. You got everything you asked for. But it doesn't feel real. It feels tainted and false because of the missteps and misstarts and all the holes in the connection. And now that you're finally getting, it's like, is this just a cover up for all the other stuff? Like, it's like putting makeup on top of pimples. They're still gonna be there when you wash them off. This person's still dealing with other people anyways. So like, as I said earlier, this person wants to have you on the side while they do their thing. Screw them. Go for the doppelganger. But move fast. This person wants you to slow down. Start running. Run and don't look back, sis, bruh. Because you're better than this. You're better than this. I don't care if this is your divine masculine. He is acting karmic. And so, if you're divine feminine, she is being a karmic cunt. This person, like I said, they mishandled you. They're watching you. They're not stalking. They're watching you. I need you to acknowledge that you have grown in the past 15 years. In the past 5 months, you are a different person. And this person needs to change as well if they want to deal with you. And I don't see it happening. I see them putting up a facade and then dipping out on you. Coming in to get what they want and dipping out on you. I even see some of them actually giving you the kind of relationship you want and still cheating on you. Like, you're just taking the place of whatever person is their main person, and you become the main person and you're still getting cheated on. Like, you're not going to actually get what you were manifesting with them, but you are manifesting a healthier, better relationship with someone else. And sometimes you just got to move on. All right, so let's pull some signs, and then I'm gonna let you guys go because I've got at least 3 more videos to do on top of God knows how many writings. I'm going to take 4 cards. All right, we have Otter. That's January 20th through February 18th. We have sun signs. Your sun sign is what your conscious mind or your will to live or your creative force looks like. We have Gemini Karma, Karma. That's about gaining knowledge, sharing it, educating others, discovering the presence of the divine in all your encounters, and answering the question, who am I? And then signs we have are Geb and Libra. So if you are questioning past relationships, do it. If you need to do research on past relationships, do it. There is never going to be a negative it's never going to be negative, at least not to me, if you are investigating your person and their peoples or lack thereof. Especially when some people don't see themselves in their past relationships. So like, if you ask their ex how, what was they like and stuff, and their ex is like, well, they were a nice person, but you couldn't communicate worth shit. And you're like, oh my God, we had such a great relationship. We didn't really talk a lot, but exactly, you couldn't communicate. Or, he's clingy as hell, but he likes spending money, but not on me. And you come to find out that that person buys their friend's stuff, their mammy, their sister, their brother, but they don't think it's their responsibility to spend money on their partner. Stuff like that. Or, I buy these things for all these babies' moms, and this baby's mom I don't buy things for because I'm punishing her. But hey, you're my new girlfriend, and I'm telling you about all this, and are you okay with me emotionally abusing all these women? Just saying. Just saying. Now, I need you to remember you're blessed, highly favored, more than a conqueror. You are also the architect of your present and future life. So these people from the past, 15 years ago, whomever, they come back in and they are not on your vibration. Do not feel bad not responding. Do not feel bad not calling. Do not feel bad saying, no, I'm good, and leaving it at that. And also be okay with not giving an explanation, because you don't owe anyone one. People are grown and they know how they treated you, and they know how they stopped speaking, and and if they chose not to feel any recriminations, I can talk. They didn't feel any if they did not feel bad about their behavior in the moment it was occurring or immediately after the fact, it's very rare that they feel different now. Yes, occasionally people do change and they want to repent, but you're not God and you don't have a hell to put them in. You can forgive. You don't have to forget, and you sure as heck do not have to receive. Be blessed.